Disclaimer: I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you.
Hey! Hi, Joe. What do you have for me? People like comic book movies again, so let's make the Catwoman movie, even though it's been in production for years and years and years. Let's make it happen. Let's go ahead and make it real. Let's go ahead and make it real. We're just gonna get it real. It's been in production for years. We'll just do it. I'll do anything at this point. We'll accept any script. We'll literally accept anything. Please, 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 please. Accept this pitch. Got Halle Berry and everything. Please, please. Please. Then we have our main character, where the beginning of the movie is the middle of the movie. And she's in the water. And she has a narration where she's whispering. That will engage an audience. So we have our protagonist, Patience Phillips. And she's like, you know, my life really began once I died. Now I will tell you my entire backstory up to this point. I will not talk louder when I'm narrating. Can you say the character's name again? Patience Phillips. The main character of the movie. Is that like a fake name she puts on in the movie and she reveals that she's Selena Kyle or... No, her birth name is Patience Phillips. It's on her birth certificate and everything. We put her birth certificate on the Catwoman movie website. Patience Phillips. I'm sorry, there's nothing you can do about it. Rights issues. Yeah. Patience is a graphic designer, and she's basically a quirk chungus. Very shy, socially awkward. There's a lot of quirky things. What's a quirk chungus? We also get introduced to our main villain, played by Sharon Stone. And she works for a makeup company. She's the CEO, because, you know, we gotta have business people as the main villain. They always work out. Always gotta have the business person as the main villain. And she's like, now we have the new product, Fuel Line. You can put over your body and you'll be indestructible. It's practically adamantium. Meanwhile, look at Patience. Her life sucks. Everyone makes fun of her, except for her one friend that she has. She can't sleep in her apartment. She's like, can you guys please turn it down? And then they won't turn it down. Just, things are looking rough. She has workers mention a leather outfit, and she's like, I will never wear a leather outfit, because I would prefer yellow spandex. Wait a minute. Oh boy. Then there's a scene where she tries to save a cat who's about to fall. She goes all the way. She starts doing crazy things just to save that cat. Because, you know, come on, you know, saving the cat. Saving the cat. But then she's about to fall. And then a detective cop comes and saves her. And his name is Tom Malone. But oh no, Patience forgets her wallet. So then, Detective Malone is like, oh no, she dropped her wallet. Let me go find where does she work, and randomly appear there just to let her know, you know, you forgot your wallet. Then Patience's best friend sees Lone, and then she makes a lot of crazy jokes about it. That's pretty much Patience's best friend, and like that's her whole joke the whole movie. It's just her saying freaky things. That's just. And then one night, she gets pushed to some water. Then Patience dies. No, not Patience Phillips. What are we gonna do? And then, over her dead body, a cat goes over her. All the other cats surround her. And the cat, and it's a CGI cat, by the way. Not a real cat. It's gonna be a CGI cat. It's in the notes. Goes over her and breathes on her face, which brings her back to life. Works. And then she starts doing a bunch of cat-like stuff. She jumps around in her apartment like a cat. Starts purring like a cat. She starts lashing out and yelling at her boss, who's also the main villain's husband, like a cat. That's how cats are. She gets fired, by the way. It's crazy. And then her friend passes out and she has to go to the hospital. Right before then, she starts unbarring some jewelry that she sees. She's like, oh wow, I really want that necklace. Oh wow. Come on. And what does Catwoman like? Come on, she likes jewelry. Joe, to be honest, I'm not sure what this Catwoman likes. She basically made up an entirely new character. Then, when she gets tired of those people playing that loud music and partying, she jumps in there, hops around, and she's like, takes the water hose, sprinkles it over everybody, turns the music off, catnip, and then she starts going. Amazing. These cat-like stuff she's doing, she's just like a cat. Right. That's the name of the movie. She's literally a cat. Woman. Cat. Woman, that's what people want out of Catwoman. People want out of Catwoman. But she does a Catwoman thing. Because you know what Catwoman does. Because when Catwoman, she dresses up in that leather outfit from earlier. She CGI jumps herself to the jewelry store and sees some bank robbers there. Then she fights the bank robbers in a cat-like way. She's like, meow, and then she starts CGI hopping everywhere. She's like, wow, 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 this is the best video game we ever made. And then, is that the phone? Remember him? He's at a school talking to some students. And the students ask, hey, bro, can you shoot out your gun for a second? Yeah, joke about gun to school. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure, it's only been like a few years since Columbine. I don't think we should. Then, we have Patience and Lone playing basketball flirtatiously. Like they're flirting while they're playing basketball. And, you know, tension starts to rise. Kids are also watching them play basketball because why not? I mean, like why not, dude? I mean, that movie, Daredevil, where, you know, kids watch the main character and their love interest. It's just like, oh wow, I never moved like this since I was a kid, doing all these jumps and kicks and stuff. Oh wow. During the night, she's Catwoman. She's trying to find the ones who killed her originally before she came into her new life. So, she has our wonderful character, Ophelia Powers. You remember Ophelia Powers from that one comic, man? From that one comic. You know that one time when the Riddler came up to Ophelia Powers and was like, riddle me this. Popped up and was like, oh my gosh, Ophelia Powers. Batman popped up and was like, great googly moogly. Speaking of our Cape Crusader, since there was, so the movie, does it take place in Gotham? It could take place in Ohio. Kid, where was he that night when the guys are robbing the jewelry store? Don't ask. Also, I remember affiliate powers, but you remember affiliate powers that one time and that one time. When she talks about the history of Catwoman and how there's an Egyptian god that gives cats powers that assigns a particular woman when they dies to become Catwoman, and then they become particular zombies, Catwoman zombies, if you will, to fight crime and go on missions and stuff. Yeah, that's Catwoman. That's Catwoman. That's Catwoman. Also, we're gonna have a picture of Michelle Pfeiffer just laying there. Is indeed Catwoman. Great job, sir. Great job. Great job. That is Catwoman. That is indeed Catwoman. We didn't make this up. This is Catwoman. This is Catwoman. This is Catwoman. And she gets in her updated costume, and she's, as Pitoff likes to put it, the director, she becomes a true sexy warrior goddess. This is actually his notes, not mine. And Catwoman's jumping around. She's walking through the club. She's ordering milk. She's drinking milk like a cat. Keeps jumping on people like a cat. She also says things like, "Cat got your tongue." Like, girls like me land on my feet. Because cats land on their feet. She's pouncing around like a cat. And she goes on dates with Lone during the daytime. And Lone is like, Patience and Catwoman's handwriting is similar. Good few scenes to figure it out. In a scene where Lone is like, "Catwoman, I have to ask you some questions." And Catwoman jumps on him and she starts acting like a cat again and whispers in his, the director. Are you sure Halle Berry jumping around and doing all this stuff and even acting like a cat isn't a fetish going on here with this production? Catwoman gets. So then Catwoman goes to jail and she immediately breaks out by sliding through the door. And she CGI herself out a window. And then she faces against her main villain, Sharon Stone. And she's like, "My company has thrown me out because I turned 40. 40. What an old age." Then they fight. And they do many, many moves like doing flips and kicks, and doing flips and kicks, and doing flips and kicks. Oh, and then they scratch each other. Then Sharon Stone is not, automatically indestructible. She dies. She falls to her death. And then Catwoman breaks up with Detective Lone. Uh, her friend who got out of the hospital, and the reason she was in the hospital because she was taking those products. She was using the products from the main villain's company. Now she's doing better. She's with her doctor. Then Catwoman walks on a rooftop on the full moon, not no sunset, and cracks her whip one last time. And that is Catwoman, sir. So, what's the competition? What's the competition dropping next year? Spider-Man 2 or something like that. I don't know. We're good. We're good. Catwoman will easily beat that.